Coach Bud. Who's going to lose time?
Oh, you're going to be chatting about that.
With
Eddie Johnson in the next segment. He has some decisions to make. No Nurk, who hasn't played the last couple of games, but he's out, won't even be in the arena because of an illness. He has the flu, so he's not going to start on this road trip. He's going to stay home because of being contagious right now.
Oh, interesting.
Yep. So no Nurk. All right. Bizarre, emotional week for the Hornets. We talked about their 2 games being postponed in Los Angeles. So they landed in LA on Wednesday. The game Thursday against the Lakers, yesterday against the Clippers, postponed, then flew to Phoenix yesterday. And like I said, a little bit later in the show, Amanda's going to meet up with Shannon Spake to talk about the week. She does the sideline reporting for the Hornets. It's going to be interesting to see, how they come out. Again, maybe some rest. I'm sure they found a gym. They've been working out, getting shots up. But they had their 10-game skid ending at the hands of the Suns in Charlotte last week.
Yes.
Yes.
I remember that. I think the players probably remember that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't a good loss for the Suns, so hopefully they'll come out. I mean, Charlotte's team only won, 2 on the road this year?
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully the Suns come out and take care of business. And we may see our first blowout.
Oh, we might. And the 2 wins on the road, the first one was on opening night. So they've only had 1 since then. Time to check out the PayPal item of the game. Head to Suns.com/IOG and check out the Suns Mesh Quarter Zip Top. You can shop that. All the latest Sun styles online or in person at the Suns team shop located on the north side right here at Footprint Center. That's where we join up with EJ Eddie Johnson, talk with TC about KD. A lot of initials. EJ, TC, KD. Also finding time for Royce in the rotation.
I'm Chris Miles with your NBA.com Fast Break. Just 4 games of hoops, 3 games were postponed due to weather conditions. Devin Booker scored 34 points. Kevin Durant added 25 as the Suns put away the struggling Jazz 114-106. Larry Markkinen led the Jazz to 24 points. Colin Sexton had 20 in a losing effort. Cade Cunningham with a triple-double, 22 points, career high 17 assists and 10 rebounds, leads the Pistons to a 123-114 victory over the slumping Raptors. Tim Hardaway Jr. added 27 points in the win. John Morant made a tie-breaking floater with 18 seconds left as the Grizzlies beat the Timberwolves 127-125. Jaren Jackson Jr. finished with 33 points, while Dante DiVincenzo scored 27 points in the loss. Miami Heat blew out the Portland Trail Blazers 119-98. Tyler Hero went for 32 points, hitting 7 threes. Bam Adebayo added a double-double in the victory. I'm Chris Miles. This has been your Fast Break on NBA.com.
Suns Game Time is sponsored by FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Make every moment more. Kia, movement that inspires. And by Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Take it to another level with Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you.
Oh, 36, so, you know what I mean? I was coming up in the 90s a little bit. I was 8, 9, 10 in the 90s, so I kind of know about that. Floppy disk, put everything on the floppy disk. I used to have to put your homework on a floppy disk and give it to the teacher. What they used to call these? The Tamagotchi, what's it called? Tamagotchi or some shit? That's what it's called, Tamagotchi? Did I say it right? Everybody used to have these joints on the keychain. This was a Rolodex. Man, you got you put all your numbers in there before the iPhone stored it for you. Cassette. I had one of these in the car. Pop that in. Front and back. Got every trap on there. Is this a troll? Yeah, I remember collecting these too. See, this wasn't even my deal, but I seen these before. Furby. Yeah, this was it too in the 90s.
KD in a cowboy hat. That is solid material. Suns and Hornets here tonight from downtown Phoenix. Some 90s memories. Top country song of the 90s, TC? You should know that.
Oh, man.
Toby Keith should have been a cowboy.
Yes.
This is right off the top of my head.
I can
Garth
tell.
Brooks, Friends in Low Places.
Yes.
And then how about NBA titles in the 90s? Somebody had 6. Bulls.
Oh, it was the Bulls?
Yeah, they had 6. 2 for the Rockets, and then who won the other 2?
Who for the Rockets?
And then who were the 2 other teams that won an NBA title in the 90s? There were 2 left.
The Lakers?
Pistons
Detroit.
in 1990.
Yeah, Detroit. Back to
And
back.
then at the end, San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
There we go.
Lakers ever won one in the 90s?
Nope, not
Wow.
the 90s, but a bunch right in 2000 and
There you go.
2004.
We ended their
Yeah.
run.
Yeah,
We ended their run
4-1.
in the late 80s.
How about 1997 for you? That's when you hit the game winner for the Rockets against Utah.
Of course.
1990, this guy scored 60. I didn't need my notes for that. I knew that one.
In 1990, you did?
1990. Yep, barely cut.
What
It was
about,
in March.
What about me at 39 years old scoring 38? Where you find that stat?
Oh yeah, no, I think it's in basketball
you
reference
find that
somewhere.
stat,
Yeah,
right?
no, I brought it up, man.
Oh, this,
I got
this the Tom
got
and
you covered.
this the Tom and Tom show.
No,
That's
no.
what this is.
I brought you
So were
up,
you that
man.
old in Greece? Is that where you did that?
No, I did it. I did it. Matter of fact, against Utah, against your hometown.
So you're saying I was guarding you?
No, you weren't going. You know what? No, you were on that team then. But you didn't guard me. It was horny. I lit up
You
there.
lit him up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they had the audacity to put Jeff on me. I took him in the post and big boyed him.
4 Peaks bolstering the Suns bench as we move along. Adding Royce O'Neal, Beal and Grayson and Oso. All right, Eddie and TC, how does Bud find 20 to 25 minutes for Royce O'Neal, who'll come off the bench tonight?
I just think you play with Fields. Like, we don't know how healthy he's going to be or confident he's going to be out there. I would say he's probably healthy now. But I think guys should be on borrowed time. I think you got your main 3. You got Bill, you got Booker, you got KD. And everybody else should be on borrowed time. Meaning that they're playing well, they play. And if you hold them accountable that way, they're going to stay focused, right, Tom? They're going to come every night ready to compete, not only against the opposition, but against each other. And I think that's the way it should be.
Absolutely. I mean, the players respect that too. They know if you're playing well, you're going to have an opportunity to be in there at the end of the game. But I think, Eddie, looking up and down this, I mean, he's really tightened it up anyway. I would say we're going to play some small ball. Royce could be in there in the 5 spot.
Oh yeah, and he has this
Yeah,
season.
and KD could be in there in the 5 spot too.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to have his 5 best players on the court. And I don't know if that's so and Plumlee at the end of a game. It'll be interesting.
Oh, definitely Monte and Josh Okogie have seen their minutes go down the last 2 games. Time for this part. Wait, what? The Open's the best. All right, here we go. LaMelo Ball, most field goal attempts per 36 minutes since Wilt Chamberlain. LaMelo's averaging 30 points per game, shooting only 42%. Wilt shot about 70% from the field. That's pretty crazy. So the Hornets, 87 games under 500 the last 3 years. LaMelo has missed 117 games over the last 3 years. You guys, is he part of the problem or the solution for the Hornets?
No, I think he's got to be the solution, but that can't be helping when you're shooting, 20-something% or whatever the heck he's doing. But I mean, he's shooting 34 from threes, and I think he's about 42, 43 from the field. That's chucking, man. He's got to take care of his teammates a little bit better.
He did this in high school. Like, this is him. This is who he is. I followed him in high school when he became popular, and I saw one game he had 100 points and he never crossed half court on defense. Like, so
I remember that.
he has that mentality about him, that Allen Iverson type mentality. But he can play, man. And if he learns to harness that, he'll be fine. He's still young, and so I think it'll get better. Look, Book got better. Book, you split it up, but Book realized that the winning part was not there. And I think LaMelo is going to do the same.
And being surrounded by more talent. All right, pack the parka. You're heading on the road with the Suns. 5-game road trip starts on Tuesday. You guys take off tomorrow.
Wow.
All right, so you take a look at the schedule upcoming. Another matchup with the Hawks off to D.C. You've got Detroit in there, Cleveland. Man, we're playing great basketball, and the Brooklyn Nets. So what record in the 5 games would be feasible and make you happy, Eddie?
Well, look, 4 or 5 of those games are definitely winnable.
If the Suns go into Cleveland and play like the Pacers, that'll be winnable too. The Pacers have beat them 3 times this year. They just beat them tonight, I believe. I, I I would feel good if we came back and we won 4 of those games. I think this road trip is going to be huge. This last homestand has been great. Now, if we can get this one tonight, that's 3 in a row. You go on the road and you're playing teams that you can beat. So this can change your season. You remember back in '88?
Oh, we never lost one.
Our first year where we were nipping tuck. I mean, we went on the East Coast and we swept it. And all of a sudden, we went in 50-plus games. They need that kind of confidence right now, and hopefully they can get it.
Well, with this team, I mean, the roster we have, the players we have, the talent that is there, they should be able to beat anybody. I mean, they really should be able to beat anybody. They're playing a lot better, you know, with the different change in the lineup. Bradley's meant for that spot. I mean, he really is. He's been good there. So I believe that this team's going to go out there and do it. And there's a lot more people. And now with Royce back, are you kidding me? Yeah. There's a lot of people that can play.
Yeah, I take 4 or 5 too. That'd be pretty good.
I just don't like the fact that why do we have to fly back west and then have to come back east? So what's up with that, man? Let's go to Washington and New York, to Cleveland, to Detroit, and I can go
on that beautiful charter with all the leg room and the free food,
caviar, lobster.
It's hard to make EJ happy.
Yeah.
About a second differential between the game clock and shot clock as Parker works it down. Seconds first half. Here's Parker. Marion got a piece of it. Nash delivers to Marion. Gonna get it off on top. He does. He scores. They will reveal it. But Steve Nash getting that ball up court in a hurry, and Marion read the clock. Top of the steer. He's averaging 19.8 points per game. Then Mobley able to follow. Ethically just a moment ago by the Suns from the corner. Marion's going to put it on the floor. Goes to and hammered it in on Chris King. Well, team in the league is the first round pick of the Hornets. Up because the Haslem rejected. What a defensive effort that time. Unbelievable. Energy great defensively. A fantastic block on Haslem, who was going into dunk, and then that allowed them to get out, and then Marion dunks it on the other end. They tried to make them so hard for the turnover, the mistakes that he made. He hustled back. Nobody probably figured that he was going to foul.
Vote now to help send your sons to the All-Star 2025. Every time you vote, you're entered to win a trip to All-Star with your NBA ID through the NBA All-Star Voting Sweepstakes. Scan the QR to vote now and vote daily on the NBA app or NBA.com for your chance to win. Last 3 games, book averaging 31 points and 9 assists. The All-Star reserves, by the way, will be announced January 30th, about 18 days away, and the Suns will have 8 or 9 more games per book to impress the coaches.
Well, and he will. And you know what? The most impressive thing, because Book's got his numbers, is the record. If this Suns team goes on a winning streak and looks really good, then I believe that he will be there again. But if you're in the 12th spot, they're just going to hold that against you. You know?
Yep. Well, we talked about the Hornets, a dramatic week in Los Angeles. 2 of their games postponed. Amanda with their sideline reporter, Shannon Spake.
I'm here with Charlotte Hornets sideline reporter and host Shannon Spank. Shannon, thank you so much first for just taking the time. There's so much devastation happening California wildfires, and I'm very happy that you and the team are safe. But you were in LA starting on Wednesday, had 2 games postponed. What have these last few days been like for you?
It was pretty crazy because we were really in standby. We did not know what was going on. When we landed in Los Angeles on Wednesday night, out of my hotel room is right when the Runyon Canyon fire started. And so you could sort of see this little glimmer of fire, obviously the red and the ashes and everything. And then this is exactly, was this my picture? Yeah. And this is what it looks like when we left on Saturday. So when we first moved there or got there, it was just a small little area. And then, of course, it had completely moved miles and miles. Now, I have been told by friends in the area that the good thing is, I guess one of the positive things I should say, not good, is that there aren't a lot of homes up there. This is more just like brush fires and trees. So there's not as much devastation in terms of homes and people displaced. But it still was so tragic. I mean, I was sitting there having coffee with someone one day, and by the time we were done with coffee, there was just ash everywhere in the sky.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I think, we had people in our hotel that were displaced, and you're really cognizant of what is going on in that area. And it was really scary. I mean, all the news broadcasts were, everything was preempted because of the local news. So you really got a sense that there were a lot of people suffering in that area, and it was very tragic.
How has this, I mean, it's so tragic and devastating. How has this impacted the team as well? And kind of what has the team been able to do when you guys were in LA and kind of trying to stay game ready?
It's interesting because I got to sit down with Josh Green and I asked him about cardiovascular. Like, I'm like, hey, are you worried at all when we get to Phoenix and we play this game that, you might feel it in your lungs? And the first thing he said was like, no, I'm more worried about the people that are going through this. And I thought that said a lot about what was really on the minds of these players. They were able to practice and they were able to shoot around. One of their practices was supposed to be at UCLA and they did get canceled because that ended up being an evacuation zone. So we felt it. Yeah. We were in the Beverly Hills area, so it had not gotten to Brentwood yet while we were still there. It was just kind of making its way into that area. But listen, I was in New York for September 11th. I lived and worked there at the time, and now to be there, you do get the sense of community whenever tragic events happen. And as much as we do not want to experience these things, watching the news and seeing the way that the community was coming together in this time, there's this sense of beauty in that in terms of human connection. And we did get to see that.
Yeah. And again, we are so thankful that you, the team, are safe and that you guys, were able to kind of rally together, I guess, and see that support. So we, again, appreciate you taking the time. I'm glad that you were able to make it to Phoenix.
Yeah, we're excited to be here. The weather, the air quality is a lot different. And I'm excited to cover this game. Like I mentioned when I sat down, a lot of your players I covered in college. So it's like sitting there looking around going, oh my gosh, look at like Grayson Allen has gray hair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't see him like that when he was a freshman at Duke. So it's a lot of fun. And obviously the matchup, it went in our favor last time.
Yeah,
so
very true.
On
very
our season.
true. Yeah. Well, Shannon, thank you so much for taking the time. And Tom, I'll send it back to you guys.
Man, just dramatic stuff, though, especially that picture outside of her hotel room. And you talk about the air quality, too. I mean, the players couldn't even really go outside to exercise, to walk, or, just to be outside in Los Angeles to breathe that air.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's bad, but I mean, it's just, when you see the pictures, just rubbish left. I mean, just the fire was that hot that it burned up everything but the concrete. Crazy.
It just still seems like a bad dream, just like a nightmare. There is no better place to get in on NBA action than FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Here's tonight's FanDuel same game parlay. Take a look at LaMelo Ball and his threes. Devin Booker's scoring 25 plus points for him, 4 plus threes for LaMelo, and KD 30 plus. What do you got?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
LaMelo will shoot 17 threes tonight and make 4.
And Wilt will roll over in his grave again. All right. Grayson, I'm not sure he really appreciated the comment from Shannon, but man, he has been so good lately.
Amare Stoudemire, a 5-time All-Star in the Valley of the Sun, receives one of the game's ultimate honors.
For 8 glorious seasons, you brought the power and fury to Phoenix Suns basketball. You truly deserve this night, Amare.
They told me that these got to be short speeches, so
Actually, they told me that had to be 7 seconds or less. It's a great honor to have been a guy that was able to coach a player of this magnitude, because he is one of the most devastating finishers that I've ever seen.
We've all seen him dunk on people. We've all seen him tear the rim off. But I think what people don't always understand is the dynamism of an athlete at 6'10" that he possessed. The feet, the hands, the explosiveness, the strength, and the fearlessness. He would go at anybody at the rim every single night.
Lev in the Hebrew language means heart. And as we all know, you guys have seen that I play with heart, determination, fearlessness, focus. As we see this number going to the Raptors, to keep in mind that my heart has been given to Phoenix and the state of Arizona.
Suns Game Time is sponsored by FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Make every moment more. And by Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Turn up the heat in this valley with the Phoenix Suns fandom card by Gila River Resorts and Casinos.
APS Power Legends. You only need their initials. KD and TC. Fastest to 3,000 points in Suns history. TC still #1, but KD only needs 28 in 110 games.
So what you're saying is he's got to hit his average.
Tire tracks. Back up the pick.
And if he doesn't, guess what? He's got 6 more chances to do it.
Well, here you go, TC. We're going to let you go out on a limb.
Man, you killed me with this thing. That is too funny.
Over under 28 tonight for KD. If you're done blowing that whistle.
KD's going to light it up, man.
Think so?
Well, and if he's going to have 33. Let me just say Larry Bird, okay? I hope he doesn't have to play in the fourth quarter. I just would really like a blowout.
That's what Coach Bud said about last night against the Utah Jazz, and you wonder if there's a price to pay for the Hornets for their win over the Suns in Charlotte on Tuesday.
They were dancing in the locker room, man.
You were telling me that. Wow, they got to celebrate all like
playing on the TV in the locker room.
Well, the Suns go for their 3rd straight win, try to get back to the 500 mark. We will hand things off to K-Ray, EJ, and Amanda. Suns taking on LaMelo Ball, who had 32 in that Hornets victory on Tuesday. Book has been heating up for the Suns, and back in the lineup off the bench, Royce O'Neal.
Utah Jazz, Phoenix Suns, Larry Markkinen. Remember, he was an all-star starter a few years ago. Devin Booker, a perennial all-star and Olympic gold medalist. It's the Suns getting out on the run. Devin Booker on the fast break, scoring after the turnover. Phoenix takes an early 10-2 lead. And Kevin Durant to the rookie, Ryan Dunn on the fast break. The Jazz, they respond with some above-the-rim action themselves. Larry Markkinen makes the alley-oop. Then Svi Mykhailiuk drives in a nice little reverse. Phoenix still up by just 1. Kevin Durant behind the back. Jumper is good money. 25.7 assists for easy money sniper. Bradley Beal coming off the bench, sniping. He hits the 3. Then Devin Booker adds a 3 of his own. Phoenix building that lead back up. Grayson Allen, the fake, and the up and under, and 1, part of a 9-0 Suns run. Walker Kessler, double-double for him. 16 points, 13 rebounds. Still, Phoenix ahead by 12. Bradley Beal. Oh, this A top plate nominee, the crossover, and the finish above the rim. Beal finished the game with 12 points. Phoenix up by 11 at the break. We move to the second half. Young Bull, Colin Sexton lighting up the scoreboard. The deuce for his 20. Then marking it. He had 24. We got a 4-point game. The Suns led from the beginning, and they build their lead back up yet again. Devin Booker with the corner three. Then Grayson Allen. He had 14 points, came up big in the fourth quarter. Good ball movement here. Booker, he made 6 threes, had 34 points. Suns come out on top, 114-106. That is your final score.
When two opposing forces meet, something has to give. When tectonic plates shift, the ground shakes. All battles for dominance and adversaries. Serendipitous collisions create vicious reaction that you must see to the beat. The world's leading minds have many names for these cataclysmic events. The National Basketball Association calls it Rivals Week. Do not miss it.
Saturday afternoon brought out the kids to, and more importantly, another Phoenix win. Now the fellas take the floor one final time before hitting the road for a 5-game stretch. And fresh on their mind, delivering a little payback to the visitors from Charlotte. It's the Suns and Hornets here on Arizona's Family Sports. Well, happy Sunday to you, gang. Glad you joined us right back at it here. Suns taking on the Hornets. I got the smooth shooter, Eddie Johnson. I'm Kevin Ray. We'll check in shortly with Amanda Flugrat. Well, clearly, Eads, this team needed to find some traction. Being back home, they've been able to do that back-to-back wins. Big opportunity in front of them here tonight.
You got to take care of your home business, especially to make up for the difficult losses of the year here at home. It's good to beat teams you're supposed to. And I think that's what the Suns have done the last few games. They have one more. They got a payback as well. They should have won the game last. And now they have an opportunity to really build from by getting. They come in here with a lot of confidence, but the Suns have gained some confidence too since the last time the Hornets saw them. Expect the Suns to come out blazing.
Yeah, interesting dynamic with this Hornets team. They have not played since that game because of 2 postponements. They were supposed to play the Lakers and the Clippers, so they've been off for the last 5 days. The Suns do remember because it was LaMelo Ball and that Hornets team that got things going, especially in that second quarter.
Yeah, look, he's a special player, and they got hot, but the Suns thought came out extremely well, and Devin was in a nice groove, and that's what they're going to have to do. But man, all of a sudden, the Hornets came from out of nowhere. They start throwing in shots like no other. They really put the Suns in check. But again, the Suns got every shot that they wanted in this game. It just seemed like LaMelo Ball, when the timing was right, he just became unconscious. And that cannot be allowed in this game.
He was scoreless in the first quarter, so
Yes.
he felt pretty good about the situation with the Suns. They had a 10-point lead at that time. Things got up the rails pretty quickly in that second quarter. We just had a feeling early on the 2 Suns Prime rookies, Ryan Dunn, the homegrown product, Oso Iguodaro, have settled into their roles in the rookie campaigns and have given their team the juice and the laughs they've needed in a long NBA season. Now, nearly halfway through the campaign, these 2 key components of the Suns' success are eager to make an even bigger impact. Another shot awaits tonight. Suns and Hornets, highlighting your Sunday night hoop venue next. Arizona's Family Sports.
Honoring military families throughout Arizona, we now ask those who are able to please stand and kindly remove your hats for tonight's presentation of the national anthem. Please welcome the Academy of Tucson High School Choir and alumni.
Lots of love, lots of appreciation for him and him helping me kind of start out on this NBA journey. So just very grateful for him and him just always just helping, giving me wisdom and some positivity and encouragement. He's just been a heck of a mentor to me and a friend, him and his family. So just lots of love.
Tornado shot worth taking. Hornets first-year coach Charles Lee under Bud in Atlanta and Milwaukee as an assistant.
Yeah, he seems to be doing a great job down there.
Yeah, really good guy.
It'd be nice if he had some more talent.
That could help. That always does. He also said Bud is meticulous and maniacal. And when you look at Coach Bud's coaching tree, you've got Lee, you've got Kenny Atkinson with the Cavs, who actually just lost tonight, Quinn Snyder, and Taylor Jenkins. That's almost Popovich-like.
Yeah, he's got quite a few of them.
Belichick. Maybe not. Okay. Overstating it. But basically, Lee is saying everything they do with the Hornets is a carbon copy of what Bud taught him to do. So it's Lee against his former boss, Coach Bud, and the Suns who want revenge in the worst way, TC.
Yeah. Hopefully the Suns will be dancing in the locker room.
I'm looking that up on YouTube. You got to show that to me.
Sons of Suns fans, you know what time it is for the PHX. It's good time. And it's time to your reach the meet and greet tonight's starting five for your Phoenix Suns. A forward from the University of Texas, 6'10", wearing number 35, Kevin Durant. A 6'8" forward from Virginia, 0, Ryan Dunn. From Duke University, number 22, Mason Plumlee. The 6-foot guard out of Duke, right of the point, number 21.
America's #1 sportsbook. Make every moment more. Michelob Ultra. Worth it. First Bank. Proud to be the official bank of the Phoenix Suns. First Bank. Banking for good. Member FDIC. Fry's Food Stores. Fresh for everyone. And by Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Achieve legendary status. So you do you at Gila River Resorts and Casinos.
A beautiful January night here in downtown Phoenix, greeting the fans inside the Footprint Center as we count you down to the Hornets and the Suns. As we get a look at our hero bread starting lineups. First off, for the visiting Hornets, they come in 8-27. They are led by the ultra-talented LaMelo Ball. Brandon Miller, good young piece as well. Josh Green, Miles Bridges, and Mark Williams in the middle. For the Suns, it'll be Tyus Jones, the 4-time All-Star Devin Booker, Ryan Dunn, the rookie, getting another start, the 14-time All-Star KD, Kevin Durant, and in the paint, Mason Plumlee. And speaking of bodies on the floor, one guy is back, and everybody's excited about it, Amanda.
After missing the last 6 games, Royce O'Neal is available. I was able to catch up with him pregame on what allowed him to feel confident, so ready, able to get the go tonight. The biggest thing was simply staying. He also said that I want to make sure I want to have any limitation in my movements, that I can plant both of my feet and then be able to move in any direction. Now, I also asked him about the key to adjusting quickly in his return, and he said, I just need to take my time. In the first couple of games, I might be a little rusty, and then jokingly said, nah, I think I shot all the rust ready. He said for him, it was about just really focusing on things, not forcing things out, and while trusting himself. Guys?
Yeah, I tell you what, that is a guy who is amped up and ready to go, Each. And look, we've talked about it throughout. The value of Royce O'Neal goes well beyond what you see after a game on the stat sheet.
Yeah,
it impacts the game on so many levels.
Just life in general, right? You miss when you're gone, you know? And that's exactly what happened. And look, I'm sure Royce is happy to be back, but it's good that they gave him an opportunity to get healthy, right? That's the key.
It also brings that, energy as they sit on the bench, which also becomes vital. As we get this one underway. Hornets, a well-rested club. The Suns, meanwhile, playing their 3rd game in the last 4 days. We'll see if there's any rust that the Hornets have to knock off. As Williams able to slip across the lane and get the easy lay in. Big body, 7-footer, his 3rd year out of Duke. This is a team, we talked about this too tonight, Annie doing the broadcast, but the record is a little bit misleading, considering how many guys they've had out due to injury this year.
Yeah, and LaMelo has been missing games since he's been in the league, and he is the guy that makes them go.
They have used 19 different players as they fire strong on the early three-point attempt. Gets it right back. Kind of an interesting release as Williams inside, won't get it. And a whistle and a foul is Plumlee just a step late inside.
They come in here with a lot of swag because what they did the last time these two teams met. They haven't played since then. So the confidence is very high. It's almost like a playoff type deal where they're playing them again a couple of days later. So the mentality for the Suns has to understand and respect that. If these guys are coming in with no respect, you have to put them in their place.
You see Charles Lee, of course, working under Bud for so many years on his staff for 9 seasons in Atlanta, Milwaukee. And last year with Boston, so he comes in, rich pedigree of coaching and championships under his belt. He has tried to extend the same meticulous approach here in Charlotte. Booker able to get that left hand to pull up on Josh Green. Green got in early foul trouble in that game on Tuesday. That was certainly a help. That pass high to Williams. Leans inside. And you can see a big athletic body, and he presents some challenges for you down low.
Yeah, he's looking down in the rim. He doesn't have to jump high.
And taking on more of a full workload coming back from the injury. Too strong in the mid-range there for Book. Here's another supremely talented young man, Brandon Miller. Can't connect on that one. Williams at the back tap. That's going to be the key. Yeah, and this was one of the issues for the Suns on Tuesday night. Just that second shot opportunity sets up Bridges with a three-point hit, but it was 20 offensive rebounds, which opened the door for Charlotte to the tune of 19 second chance points.
Well, they took notes.
KD with a pull-up, too strong.
I mean, they took notes too. I mean, they knew how they got back in the game and how they won.
Steve Ball, just that herky-jerky side-to-side movement as he throws that one away.
Well, because he didn't lose Ryan Dunn. A lot of people he lose with that stuff. Yeah. And Ryan Dunn was standing right in front of him the whole time.
Pass up the floor now to Tyus Jones, Tyus Scoreless in that win yesterday. First time since November of 23 that's occurred. Gone on the drive, drops it off inside to Mace. Can't get it. Contested inside by Williams. Here comes Bridges, barreling down the lane. Kicks it for the corner look. Green, no. Done with a rebound. Well, we saw the Suns kind of gang rebounding yesterday against that tall Utah front line. As Booker would get in the paint. And the fans finally able to take their seat.
Had a good stretch.
Good for them. That's you. Yep. Here is Miller. Miller up the screen. Air ball. Plumlee. Quick release. Durant lights it up and hammers it home. And those are the kind of plays the Suns would love to get more of.
Yeah, good reaction there for Plumlee to look up.
Ball walks across the midcourt stripe and immediately connects on a three. Leads the league with just over 4 made threes per game. He also leads the league in 3-point shot attempts at 13 per game. Tyus with a little floater. No. Taps out, control by Dunn. KD loads up with a three. Spins out. That's the one thing. His 3-point shot been off just a little bit the last 3 games. Love to see him get that back on track. In that left hand. Won't get that one. Long rebound. Jones beating Williams to the loose ball. And Williams picks up the loose ball foul.
How's that not a take foul?
And I'm sure they're going to say that Jones did not have full control of the ball. It was kind of a bounce ahead move. You could probably argue
I want him to go.
sides.
Well, I'd like the official to go and try to dribble it then. Then he can decide.
After further review, I stand corrected. Green extends the defense. Former Dallas Maverick coming over in the offseason trade. We'll get a defensive 3-second violation charge against Charlotte here. With Book at the free throw line. 4 yesterday. Another 34-point outing for Book against the Jazz. 30-plus points in 2 of the last 3 games, including his Charlotte team, but just not enough to lift the Suns to a win on Tuesday night. Up the deep 3 here. That one rims out. It's going to be 2 quick fouls now on Mason Plumlee.
That's not good because Charlotte is a big team. So,
yeah, it goes well beyond Mark Williams as we immediately see Oso Ighodaro checking into the contest. Oso coming in. He has gotten the majority of the minutes. Big Nurk is not available tonight, sidelined with illness, so the Suns don't even have that extra big body to go to if they wanted to. Devin Booker will be whistled for the personal. A correction, that'll be on Dunn.
but it means Bobo has to be ready.
Yeah.
Right? He's got to make sure that he's over there concentrating and watching. Well, hopefully he could get a run.
Bridges, pocket pass to Williams. Slams it home on the roll to the rim.
They have really 5 guys out on the floor that can score. I think that's presenting a problem right now for the Suns.
13-5 start for Charlotte. 7:22 to go in the first. Phoenix timeout.
All right, Suns fans, it is time for the Ticketmaster drop. That's right, look up in the sky. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's free t-shirts. All compliments of Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of your Phoenix Suns. So look up, catch a t-shirt. If you catch an orange t-shirt, you get what? Get a $10 gift card to our team shop right here in the Footprint Center. So look up. Come on, it could be all. They're coming down. It's time for the Ticketmaster. Look for that orange shirt. It has a $10 gift card to our team shop. It's still coming down. And that's today's Ticketmaster. Let's rock.
Congratulations, you were just upgraded courtesy of Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Suns. Nothing beats catching your Suns IRL.
Here from downtown Phoenix, and time now for a Wingstop. Bring the flavor. Well, that is certainly what KD does on a nightly basis. But how about this, Siege? 14 straight games of 20-plus points, all after turning 36 years of age, joining some pretty elite company there in King James and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And look, it says 36, but the way this guy's playing, he's playing like he's about 29 or 30 right now.
Well, he was on a trajectory to really be the guy that would pass LeBron. And, you know, if he had stayed healthy. But that, year and a half that he pretty much missed, set him back. He's going to still finish the top 5 all time. But that's just how great a story is.
Both teams dipping into their benches a little bit. Sun swinging around as Bradley Beal is checked into the game. Beal squares, gets a look from the corner, and immediately deposits the three.
6 man is extraordinaire.
Had just 10 points in a game Tuesday night, so we'd love to see the Suns bench come through another big performance as Brandon Miller able to get into the paint and knock down the pull-up. 6'8", second year out of Alabama.
He's really good off that 2-man game.
Well, he is second among sophomores in scoring as KD with a tough leader. It's gathered in by Cody Martin. Up the floor, drums ball. Again, like a Stephen Curry, he comes across the midcourt stripe, but you better be ready.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even like a perfect rotation shot. He's got like a little sidewinder on it, but he's got ultra confidence. That's more important than anything else.
Scoreless in the first quarter. Tuesday night as Tyus Jones scoreless no more. And a big hit there for Tyus, who was quiet also Tuesday. Just 4 points in that Phoenix loss to the Hornets. Here is Bridges. Bridges on the drive. Misfires. Durant gathers the rebound on the push up the floor. Beal looks inside. Oso kicks it out. Lots of extra touches.
They're probably too much passing in that particular quarter.
Bridges able to corral the pass as LaMelo Ball signals touchdown as he fired that between the two Suns defenders.
It's okay to have too much in regards to passing early in the game. So that's fine. I just felt Tyus had the first opportunity. Should have taken that shot. He just made one.
Both trying to direct traffic. 8 on the shot clock. Beal has to come out high to meet it. defended by the taller Williams. Sidestep jumper on the way to mark. But the one thing, because of the length of this Charlotte team, each, you go back to the ball movement, it's paramount with this team. You've got to get this defense moving side to side. You do. Katie on the drive, drops it off inside to Oso. Won't get the bucket, but Bridges hits the deck. A whistle and a foul comes as a result. Charles Lee is going to go into his bench here early. Oso steps to the line. Just 2 free throw attempts yesterday. Last 2 games averaging almost 25 minutes. 6.5 points, 3.5 rebounds.
You know, and I want people to don't be surprised about what you're seeing in Charlotte team. Like, I thought that they would have a very good year this season. They had their struggles. But as you can see, they got some guys that can score the ball, man. They are a problem to allow them to have fluidity out there as they're having right now.
Get a look at our health update brought to you by Banner Health, official healthcare partner of the Phoenix Suns. Nurk out, no Trey Mann, no Grant Williams. That was one of the big losses for this Charlotte team, especially defensively. They were 29th last year, and the addition of Williams, along with some healthy bodies and a more mature roster, they have moved closer to the middle of the pack as Cody Martin connects on the 3. This guy's having a tremendous season as well. Booker on the screen, raising up, can't connect. Nick Smith Jr. rips down the rebound, 3rd-year player out of the University of Arkansas. He's a shifty young guard. 19-year-old rookie, can't gather it in, turns it over. He wants the launch. He wants the launch. And Boyce O'Neal preparing to check in for his first action in the last 6 games.
It's like that pass right there by KD, he did the right thing. But it's almost like throwing a pass as a quarterback to a guy that's wide open. You got to catch it, right? But you also have to make sure you lead him. And right there on that particular point, KD's kicking himself because that's an easy pass to Grayson, and that would have been a wide open 3.
Beal working off the screen. Gets to the elbow. Leans in on Smith, rattles it up and in.
I don't know that it's not a foul. They call tic-tac fouls like that all day long. Now, if he had missed it, maybe they would have called the foul. I don't like that.
Here is Ball. Off to a hot start. Little leaner, no. Nick Richards, he was a problem. But then Martin throws it away promptly to O'Neal, who was able to gather it back in.
It's on the floor, picks off a pass right away.
As we said, with Agent 00 impacts the game on so many levels. As Beal hits the rainbow connection. Good back and forth between KD and number 3, and a splashdown for Real Deal Beal.
Well, this is why benches are important. You got a guy like this coming off your bench to get you back in it quickly. That's what you need. Brad has been providing it.
All right, Suns fans, tell me welcome to the court. Your Phoenix Speedster Eye.
inside sections 112, 119, and 201, where you can get tonight's PayPal item of the game. Stop by the shop for your favorite here tonight. All right now.
But in front of the Suns with 3:40 to go here in the first. Time now from Mountain America Credit Union, the exclusive home of the Suns card. Well, who better to talk about a sweet stroke than the smooth shooter?
Grayson Allen epitomizes what a smooth stroke is. Look how he pivots right into his shots. I mean, it's no wasted motion. He knew the defender was chasing him, so he knew he had to get it off quickly. Now he knew the separation the defender had. Even though it looked like the defender bothered him, he didn't. I mean, because Grayson is always ready to shoot the ball.
Ball trying to turn the corner. Long rebound. Outlet. Bucket for Beal.
Yeah, that's why you hope LaMelo continues to take them long jumpers. Because, you know, defensively, he's really poor at the other end. And if the Suns can get out against him, that's going to be an easy bucket.
7-0 Phoenix run to climb back within 5. Here is Smith Jr. Cut off there by Oso. Good defense. Won't get the roll. Allen inside of the rebound. Again, Suns trying to use that gang rebounding mentality that they did yesterday, though Utah still had the upper hand in offensive rebounds. Durant squares the fire. Hits the triple. 2-point game. KD averaging not quite 30 points per game. 4 games of 0 rest this season. And just showing you the ageless wonder is Nick Richards rising up. Little jump hook, had 15 and 12 in his 25 minutes Tuesday. Charles Lee raving about Nick Richards. The starter early on with Williams being injured. Touch pass. O'Neal. Here is Ball. Quick push up the floor. And sidestep 3 connects on another one already. 3 made threes. So LaMelo Ball leads the league, as we noted. Just over 4 per game. Coming out very aggressive early here. Goes for the steal. And then we'll get the whistle and a foul called on Ball.
Well, KD at the last second was aggressive in getting to the ball. That would have been going the other way.
He almost preferred to shoot him that way. In fact, if you broke down game tape, I would say 60% of his 3-point shots are just like that.
Yeah.
He likes that kind of that right leg raised up.
He's a showman.
Ever so slightly.
He is as close to a showman that we've had in the history of this game.
Sun swinging around. O'Neal couldn't quite get there, and Charlotte able to turn him over.
But this is what I would say to Brett. You're hot. I know Royce is over there. Ball fake, make him go, and you shoot. Like, the hot hand has to recognize a hot hand, and he has to be aggressive, as LaMelo is right now against the Suns.
Here's Micic checking into the game. Martin trying to navigate his way through the paint. Smith Jr. cut off. Great defense that time by Beal. Forces the contested jumper in the miss. KD able to get baseline. Raising up over Martin.
Yeah, they didn't come over and dump. Martin is at his mercy. Anytime it really gets inside that free throw line, he's just hoping KD misses because he is not dunk blocking.
As Micic goes by Basa. Vasily. Second year of Serbian. Oldest rookie in the league last season. Miller on the pull-up.
Young man can play.
Yes, he can.
To me, LaMelo and him, they're the face of this team. They're going to be around together for a long time.
He is second among NBA sophomores behind Wemby in scoring, averaging 21 points per game. Wemby at 24. Allen gets the look from the corner, hits it.
There it is. Look, he's sitting over there waiting, but he is not out of position, and that's the difference in a great catch and shoot play.
Last 5 games, Grayson's shooting 53% from beyond the arc. They'll need all of that here tonight. Trailing by 4. Hitchich floats his pass up. Meant to be a lob, but he says, put me down for the 2, please. Final seconds of the opening frame. O'Neal, step back 3. Spins out low. Up and down, first quarter. Finds the visitors from Charlotte in front. At the end of the first, 34-28. You're watching Phoenix Suns basketball on Arizona's Family Sports.
Fans, please welcome your official Phoenix Suns DJ, brought to you by Sprite. It's PJ Automatic in the mix tonight.
Suns up front, fans. It's now time for y'all to get up, those seats, and put your hands up. It's time to go crazy for the party camp. See that Suns spirit here right now. Let's party. Show the world why Suns fans are the best fans in the NBA. Let's go. We got some Cat Williams tickets on the line. We can party. And that's our big winner tonight. You're going home with some tickets to see Cat Williams right here at the Footprint Center. We got Suns Entertainment on the way with your prize. Congratulations.
TeamIDoc.com. Well, Charlotte, you can always curious, Steve, if it's rest or rust. Well, the rest certainly has helped Charlotte. They have not played since Tuesday, shooting 58% from the field. 3-point shooting numbers identical, 5 of 11 each. Here's Beal, has got 10, quickly off the bench. Hits it right back. Hits the brakes, leads in on Miller. Miller, the second-year player, not happy with that one.
I mean, the Suns know all too well. They've been counted some hot hands this season. DeMar DeRozan is probably the hottest that they've encountered.
Yeah.
And he just kept shooting. And that's what I believe when you're hot, as Bill is right now, he's got to be ultra aggressive. What it does, it takes pressure off Book. Book has gotten off to a slow start, 1 of 4. So you want him to be the catalyst. I think he's starting to get that and enjoy it.
Yeah, and so much even additional value getting him to the free throw line. Hasn't spent a whole lot of time at the line this season, but because if he's at the line, that means they're picking up fouls. Bridges taking a peek inside. Allen steps in with the steal.
Great defense.
Grayson on the drive, going right at it, gets the finish and the foul.
Yeah, and the youngsters at home that just saw that, right? Look, it was a fast break, right? Look at the defense here first. Watch this. He tricked them. They thought he was going to stay behind. But watch this. The defender never stopped him, never stopped him, never stopped him. You continue to dribble and you lay it up. He wants you to bait you to pass it off, so now he can get help running from behind. No. Grayson did the correct thing.
You see the highest percentage of his field goals coming from 3, but that's a thing that we certainly picked up early on in Grayson's first year, last year in a Suns uniform. Way more than just a 3-point shooter. Yeah. Williams into the rock up high, finally gets it in the hands of Miller. Miller trying to get to his right. The drive inside. No. Williams tapped it up once, twice. Give him the bucket.
He reached around the rim.
Yep. Right in front of Osa. 11.7 rebounds already for Williams. Booker on the drive, draws a double team attention. Grayson snakes his way, baseline, finds O'Neal. Can't get it. Oso, back tap. Great job fighting off Williams to get a hand on that one. Brad hits the brakes again.
Don't do that.
My goodness.
Don't do that. That's it. I mean, he got them good breaks, man.
I saw you reach for your knees and ankles.
Man, let me tell you something. If I tried to do that, man, they would unfold me to carry me out of here. My knees would collapse.
Oso with the quick hands nearly had the steal.
Now, I used to have some breaks, but I played long enough to realize, Eddie, you don't have any breaks anymore. And then so that kind of stoppage right there, that hurts me, man. I am serious.
Like I said, I saw you reach for your knees and your ankles. You know, at some point the mechanic said, "Look, no more reason to rotate the tires or change your brakes."
Man, watch this, man. People don't understand. Look at that. Oh, ooh, that hurts.
If you're over 40, don't try that at home, ladies and gentlemen. There's Micic, squares and fires, and connects. Now, he is a EuroLeague legend. He averaged 13 points per game for Serbia. Allen can't respond. 4-point game here. As Green steps out of bounds for a Charlotte turnover. That is their fifth.
Miller outthought himself there. I thought he had a straight line layup.
And Brad, 14 points. Booker working on Miller. Gets the screen. Straight away.
Needed it.
Down it goes.
Needed it.
Had a hot hand yesterday. 6 made threes. Tied his season high for a third time. Pass inside to Williams. And they're going to give an and one with the foul call on Booker. Pat Brer, our crew chief tonight, with JT Orr and John Conley. NBA officiating crew.
Look, like you said, like I said, every player is always needed. It's just a matter of time when he's needed. And unfortunately, the Nurkic, who's out with an illness, this was a game he would have played. Because what Mark Williams is doing in that paint, he would not be getting that kind of position if Nurk was on the floor.
Beal trying to get around Miller. Able to split the two defenders. With a leaner, can't get the bounce. Oso fighting for it. Dillon rather. Kicks it out to Book. Green in his face. Fading to his left. 2-point game. Here is Bridges. Putting together another strong campaign. Miller on the drive and kick. Back to Bridges. Well, they had the hot hand from three early in the game on Tuesday. The Suns able to turn them over. Book with Green trailing. Finds Dunn. Gets a step on Miller. Winding up. Back-to-back nights with reservations. Courtesy of Mr. Dunn.
And Mr. Miller thought about it? Nah. Don't get up there if you can't hang.
All right, so fans, it's time for the big money game we like to call the Gila River Resort and Casino 10K fortune. That's right, I said $10,000 is what is up for grabs. We have two contestants going head to head right now. Please help me welcome them. Shooting on the south end of the court. Make some noise for Rashida. And on the north end of the court, make some noise for Trevor. All right, boys, we're going to get 24 seconds on the clock. In 3, 2, 1, go. 2. Our second round, with 10K. 4 shots. Come on, Rashida, you got it, baby. Grab that ball. Use those legs. We got 2 with Trevor. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And that looks like our winner is Trevor. Come on up here, brother. Moving into the second round. Here we go. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. 10K half shot is about to happen right now. Please make some noise for my boy Trevor. All right, Trevor, we got the dancers lined up. We got the drummers. You know all the thing we need is what? Give me a drum roll, please. Trevor, shoot, win, ready. Oh, so close, man. You were so close. I think that's been closest all season. But you are not leaving empty-handed, man. Prize bag and a $50 gift card to our team shop right here at the Brooklyn Center. One more time, make some noise for my boy Trevor.
First tie of the night comes with 8:40 to go here in the first half. 42 all, Suns and the Hornets. This highlight brought to you by CarMax. Buy with confidence from CarMax with upfront prices at CarMax certified quality because that's the way car buying should be. Learn more at CarMax.com. The rookie delivering again each.
Yeah, and again, understanding you don't always have to take the 3 up fake. We're going to respect you now because on the scouting report, they know that you can get a good rhythm from 3. That just makes that defensive players go right around him. And he has that long step, too, so you're not going to get to him once he gets past you.
And you're just seeing more and more confidence with his handle.
Yeah.
Well, ball back on the floor here. 9 early points for ball. Here is Williams. Only Charlotte scores double figures with 14, but Miller stepping up connects on that one. He's got 7 now. Miller shooting not quite 36% from beyond the arc. Working his way through extra bodies. Spine's done. Corner 3, yes.
That's what I mean. Like now, it's like the defender is like, okay, what can I do here? And that's the beauty of where this kid's going to be as he continues to mature.
10 points in the victory yesterday afternoon against the Jazz. Miller's later no. Tapped out. Williams on the putback.
Yeah, Plumlee's got it. He should feel like, okay, I'm not going to get the rebound, but I'm not going to let him get the
Sole
rebound.
focus should be about on him.
I'm not going to let you get the rebound, so my teammates have to rebound themselves.
Beal slicing to the basket, leans inside. Williams altering the shot. Bridges up the 4 down the ball. Nice defense that time by Grayson to cut him off. Here is Ball working off the screen. Drives down the lane. Lanes it inside. And Williams delivers the hammer.
He's looking at his career high. I don't know what that is, but
He's already got a double-double as they are pounding the Suns to the glass right now. 20-10. He's got 18 attempts. Plumlee inside. Partially blocked there by Williams. The floor comes Green. Bridges sees an opening. And going to get an offensive foul called as Booker able to get himself set up and draw the charge. The 2 on Bridges.
yeah, and it just goes back and, just based on the Plumlee situation. Like, back in the day, I had to guard Dennis Rodman that time. Do you think I'm trying to block him out and rebound? No. I'm just trying to block him out. Tom Chambers, you go get the rebound. Like, it's just certain guys, man, that because of their size, you're not going to be able to do both.
Grayson gets the look behind the arc. Smith Jr. snags the Aaron Sun shot. Off down to Green. Williams with a hand off the Bridges. Kind of wanted to lob it up there. There is Williams again. Just snaps it away from Plumlee. Kicks it out. Quick 3. Timeout Phoenix. And the rebounding and second chance points right now. Dinging the Suns.
fans, the time has come. We got some free t-shirts from our friends at Fry's Food Stores, but we're looking for the loudest fan in the building tonight. If you want a free t-shirt, hey,
Party is crazy. My crew is hella wavy. Yo, put the cup to the table up and fly out with your lady. No, it's the fuck about it.
some fans, we got some free t-shirts, but we're looking for the fans tonight. Upper level, we're coming for you.
To the base. Party on, let me do my thing. We here to stay.
I still can't hear. Some fans were waiting to hear how much y'all can get tonight. Upper level, we got some shirts for you too. Keep that energy up, some fans.
Hornets in front of the Suns with 6:12 to go here in the first half. Get your hands on a copy of the We Are the Valley Amare Stoudemire book by visiting the Team Shop today. All proceeds from book sales benefit the foundation and the community, helping to create a lasting positive impact. Well, we said coming into the game tonight, Steve, that rebounding, offensive rebounding in particular for Charlotte, was a huge part of their victory Tuesday night. They got 19 second chance points as a result. Already here tonight, they've got 14. They came into tonight's game third in the league in second chance points. They're already almost at their game average.
Well, and the reason why they get a lot of offensive rebounds because they chase them because they missed a lot of shots. And when you play teams like that, you've got to realize that's going to be your battle to beat them. Like, you know that it's not going to be an easy game, but it can become easy if you kept them off the glass because they're going to miss more shots than you. And that's how they can beat you. And the Suns have to commit to rebounding as a team. They just cannot expect somebody to go get it. All five guys got to be on the prowl to say, I'm going to go get it.
That last foul on Bridges, and so that is going to force the hand of Charles Lee here. Third foul on Bridges in his 13 minutes. Went for 21 and 7 in the game on Tuesday, so that is a help for Phoenix as Book gets a clean look behind the stripe and knocks down the three. Book and Beal, the only two Suns scores in double figures. Williams, the man with the ball right now, the only score in double figures for Charlotte. Smith Jr. Little runner, no, tapped out. Suns can't control it. Loose ball. Back on the ball. Shoots the pass to Green to the corner. Spins out, no. Williams, another offensive rebound. Put back, no. Delayed whistle. Foul on Phoenix.
Like Williams had but one foul. Like, hit him. Look, I'm not a big guy. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to get a foul in on him, man. If he keeps doing that, you got to get a foul in on him. And let him know that you're not going to back down from him. He's a massive guy, and he's agile. Until somebody puts some, as we used to say, put some wood on him, he's going to keep hanging around.
Get a message from our friends at Kia.
Cover more ground in the fuel-efficient Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid.
He could haul some wood in that Kia. The Suns are going to have to find an answer.
He's got a 2-game worth of stats going on right now.
His career high rebounding 24. KD gets the look from the corner. Osil got a hand on it. Tap Suns with a reset. John, corner three, yes. Suns already 9 made threes.
That's what's keeping them around.
Ball trying to turn the corner. Whistles a pass down to Smith Jr. Hits the brakes.
Right now, also should be connected to Williams. Don't leave him.
Long jumper, no. Good box at that time by KD for the Phoenix rebound. Suns can tie on a three. Pocket pass inside to Dunn. Lost his balance, but back outside now to Oso. Jones hangs in the corner. Back to Durant. Nearly turned it over. KD steps in. Shot clock winding down. Book gets the look.
KD recognizing Devin had a good rhythm from three, and he's giving it up to him.
Here is Ball. The leaner inside. That's his first made bucket inside the stripe. He's got 11 in his 15 minutes. 6 assists. Well, gets that sweet spot. He's got 13. But it's about what the Suns have to do on this end of the floor. 54% Charlotte is shooting. They came in dead last in the league in field goal percentage. That's just over 42%. Ball step back three, no. Iguodala with a rebound, but a loose ball foul called inside on Durant.
They have no problem with it. So it cost the Suns a possession right there. KD did what I'm asking him to do. Like, don't let them, they feel in attacking the offensive glass. You gotta know, if you're gonna run in there like that, hit your little elbow right to the, not the chop, but to the chest. Not a chop guy. No, chest guy. Hit him in the chest. Wake him up a little bit. Then I run over to my bodyguard.
Good save. Take care of that. Smith Jr. working off the screen. Nick Richards has checked into the game now. 3 on the shot clock. Smith step back three, no. Long rebound. Tapped out. Who's going to get there? Charlotte. Cody Martin. And that guy's as much of an irritant as anybody when it comes to loose ball. He leads the NBA in loose balls recovered per game. So you got to match that energy and hustle every time he's on the floor. Durant draws a double team.
Somebody's on.
Inside, Oso. Suns catch the break. Goes to Booker, but Richards clears on the miss. Sterling wanting to run. Beal on a box out, and that'll be a foul on Josh Green. Well, going back to that game on Tuesday, we said this is a Charlotte team that's been beat up. We have looked at Mark Williams. He's only played 62 games through his first 2 seasons of 157 possible. Missed the first 20 games of the season. You had injuries to Ball, to Richards, to Miller. But this is a team that their coach, Charles Lee, had been imploring them to pick up the pace. They did that Tuesday as Royce lost the handle, and it resulted in a Phoenix turnover.
Tried to pass it.
And KD going for the steal. He's going to be whistled for a reach-in, and that's going to be 3 fouls on Durant. And Bud looking back to determine whether it's 2:34 comes the foul here.
Yeah, he can't leave him. You got to be careful here. They're going to go after him. Charles Lee is not, he's not crazy. He knows.
Here is Ball. Beal defending. And a little step back. Nice box out by O'Neal to grab the rebound for Phoenix. Martin breaks all over Durant. Draws the double team. Gets it to Grayson. Behind his back, left it fly. Down it goes. And giving the opportunity for a 4-point play. Foul on Green.
Would you leave Grayson out to go double somebody 20 feet away? Like, that's the kind of stuff that's got Charlotte in trouble in this year in regards to their wins. Like, why? Like, you're going to leave one of the hottest shooters over the last week for three to go double team 18 feet away.
As I said, Green got himself in foul trouble Tuesday night, chasing around Book when Book went for 39 in that game.
In a sense, that's not Green's fault. Like, he had to go rotate. That was a decision by that player to go do that. There's no way Charles Lee wanted him to go double that far out. Leaving was great.
A 9-2 Phoenix run has given them their first lead of the night at the 2-minute mark here. Here's Miller on the drive, stolen away by Durant. Done with numbers, racing over the floor. O'Neal picks it back down to the trail and turns it over. Back comes Ball. Finds a slashing Martin, goes with the Euro. Won't get it. Right at the cup. And then another turnover thrown right to Ball. Ball's not going to wait for anybody.
Well, I think Roy should just run down and take a break up being that faster. I would have done it too. 2 straight ones? No.
Foul called on the entry pass. That's going to be charged on Ball.
And a lot of times I understand, like, you see KD out in front of you. The pressure is to get your guy the ball. I get it. But also, the other part is to recognize when you can't get him the ball, just don't do it. No matter how much he's begging for you to throw it. Like, you have to ignore him.
And the Suns have been fortunate. 5 turnovers, only 2 points as a result. Meanwhile, they have capitalized to the tune of 13 points on the 7 Charlotte turnovers.
But it kind of helps make up for the offensive rebound.
Yeah.
Superman checks back in. Mark Williams. Playing like Shaq. Combination of Shaq and Hakeem tonight.
Not sure what the debate is about. I think they're trying to determine who the foul is called on. LaMelo Ball talking to Pat Fair, and so they do get it settled. It is on Ball, his second. Well, vote now to help send your Suns players to All-Star 2025. Every time you vote, you're entered to win a trip to All-Star with your NBA ID through the NBA All-Star Voting Sweepstakes. Scan the QR to vote now and vote daily on the NBA app or NBA.com for your chance to win. First trip to the line tonight for Durant. Suns a perfect 9 of 9. Charlotte 4 of 5.
That's a slow start by the Suns. They pretty much controlled the game offensively. See if they can keep controlling it defensively.
Miller gets the big screen. Can't connect on that 3. Durant with the rebound. Quickly up the floor now to Beal. Rats pacing the Suns bench again with 14. Allen not far behind with 10. Ball's got 2 fouls. Suns would love to see him pick up a third. Deep 3 on the way from Grayson. Yes, sir. And we said he is reclaimed that groove the last 5 games, shooting better than 53% tonight. 3 of 5. Suns with their biggest lead. Final 40 seconds of the half. Smith Jr. across the floor now to Miller. Miller drives inside. Where Royce was able to get a body on him and then just got a hand in there late. And that will put Brandon Miller at the line.
Yeah, look, this is the kind of groove that this young man was in all last year. So now that he's got it back, that is a major threat on the basketball court.
That's 29 bench points. 27 of it coming from Beal and Allen, just as they did the other night when they scored 48 of the team's 56. As Oso will take a seat.
Does have a possible 2-for-1 if they can get the ball up quickly. Okay, I think that's why he put Devin back in the game. See if they can push it quickly, but it's always difficult to try to get a 2-for-1 with 33 because normally that's when you take a shot right around 33 to get the 2-for-1.
Miller gets the pair. Doesn't appear that they'll go for that 2-for-1.
They need to waste time.
Miller defending. Sun swinging around. Grayson gets the corner look. Tough task shooting over the outstretched hands of Williams. The final 13 seconds. Charlotte figures to get the final shot of the half. But Suns in front by 4. Miller finds Williams rolling to the basket. And one coming. Well, that's the risk reward, right?
Yeah, but you know what? They got it at halftime. They got this is too easy. Like it's there's 2 options there. He had Miller that was open for the jumper if he wanted it. And Williams is just a massive guy. So
7 feet, 260. Just to deliver the plays in the WNBA. Suns had a loose ball rebound, couldn't control. Royce is saying, waving that finger, he wants a challenge, but apparently the Suns coaching staff did not see enough to justify utilizing that challenge. So Ryan Dunn and Oso Iguodala both check in. Katie will check out.
I get it with Bud here. You don't want to just answer the 2-point play.
Yeah.
Defend for 2-point play.
Williams on the inbound, ball gets it, and a foul comes on a 3-point attempt. Give you a look at it here.
Well, I think he's going to lose it because of the sideline out of bounds. Not more no touch. It's the fact that he went out of bounds. I think that's probably why he'll lose it. And I hope I'm wrong. That's why I said he'll lose it. Normally I say win it, they lose it.
Oh, you're using the Costanza approach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The ruling on the floor is a defensive foul on field. Phoenix is called timeout to challenge the play.
Now, what they can look at is the fact that Ball never shoots an unbalanced shot. So that was his rhythm and how he shoots anyway.
Right.
And so the fact that Brad had his hand on him, did not help him fall backwards. That's what he was going to do anyway. Now, the thing is, did he push? And he never extended his arm and to push. See, so watch his elbow. Watch. He never really pushed him. You see that?
But because Ball is falling back, it almost appeared to the officials.
And as an official, you should know how guys shoot.
Right.
And Ball never shoots on balance. And so that's like, embellishing. And that's what they have to break down here. Like, he always fades when he shoots. And so the question is, would they give the foul if he wasn't falling out of bounds?
Pat Frere, the crew chief, going over things with JT Orr and John Connell, the young NBA official. Here's the call.
Upon review, Beal pushes Ball, but prior to the upward shooting motion, therefore there's going to be 2 free throws for the penalty instead of 3 free throws. Shot clock to 1.8. This is a unsuccessful challenge.
Here's the thing that I want officials to understand. If it's not at the end of the clock, and if he's nowhere near out of bounds, say he took that shot around the top of the key, and he would.
So the Suns will not have a challenge for the entire second half, just as they did yesterday. So that's the concern when you get a tight game like we've got here.
Now watch this. Now he's going full speed. He knows the clock is running down. Watch him. You see he's
Stars like Juicy J and Lil Key combining high energy rock, beat soul, and funk into a sound that is all their own. Known for their unforgettable live shows, they're here to bring the heat and get you Phoenix. Make some noise for Prime Society. Yo, what's good, Suns fans? How y'all feeling tonight? We got Prime Society. They read on the face. I'm the key. Jeremiah on team on the. This joint's called Coffee. Don't mind. Got me with my coffee. Got me with coffee. And I'm on it. Whatever, oh, I've been thinking way too long. And I went it wrong. Welcome to the Hilo Resorts halftime report. Suns not done thinking about that loss in Charlotte. The power and fury of the rookie Ryan Dunn. These Hornets teams, they're finding the rate for rebounds, especially the offensive glass. They have 11 offensive rebounds, and Mark Williams is certainly doing some damage.
Moses Malone.
22. Yeah, I know.
I thought Moses Malone came back.
Shaq Williams, 22 points, 13 rebounds. Both are season highs at the half.
He has 6 offensive rebounds. The Suns' whole team has 4. That's something the Suns need to be better at, is getting them off the offensive glass and getting on the offensive glass. One of the worst in basketball, so that should be a point.
How about your new sixth man for the Suns, Bradley Beal? He generated 15 points in his first 4 minutes off the bench. 10 points, 2 assists. He's got 14 scoring at the half.
Yeah, he's a perfect role. I mean, he really is. I know he hasn't fallen in love with it, but he should, because he's having so many more opportunities. He goes out there and he is not afraid of taking the shot. He's not looking for other people. He's looking for Bradley Beal. And when he does that, he's at his best.
I don't think he's ever been afraid to take a shot. He's just had to share so much with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. But man, it's great to see him in the flow. And the Suns bench, they get 13 more from Grayson Allen, who had a 4-point play. So you got both of those sharpshooters coming in off the bench.
Well, the bench was terrific, and the Suns got him back in the game and, got him up to the tie. So I love what they're doing out there, looking to score the basketball. The bigs got to be better. If the bigs aren't going to be better, you might as well have Royce O'Neal at center. You know what I'm saying?
Nurk is home with the flu, so that's not helping. I think there's another sport going on. Anyways, might be NFL or something. So the quarterback is LaMelo, and he's going deep to Miles Bridges for the touchdown. I thought it flashed a little football.
Way to go.
Terminology.
Way to broaden your horizons.
I'm Chris Miles. Here are your top plays. At number 5, how about the Blazers diamond out? Ian Sharp catches the alley-oop, then throws it around his head for Donovan Clingan with the finish for the rookie. Number 4, Bradley Beal looking like the real deal. Crossover and taking flight. Number 3, Ja Morant with the jaw-dropping play. He calls game in Minnesota against the Timberwolves. Sticking with the same team, but a different player. Grayson Allen. He puts his thing down, flip it and reverse it. Check it out one more time. The up and under reverse. Same game, different team for the #1 spot. Mike Conley, the Buckeye, the ageless wonder, to the stifled tower. Rudy, go, get it, go Bear. That's your top play.
Footprint Center, bring the family to Disney on Ice. Catch Justin Timberlake or Cat Williams live on stage or experience the stacked Valentine Super Love Jam. Head to footprintcenter.com today for more info on tickets. You bring the every time I say Love Jam.
Like you're Barry White. Like you're Barry White or something.
Soul Radio. Same game brought to you by FanDuel. Ball has 13 so far. Book with 13. Durant 9. So he needs 19 more points to pass our own Tom Chambers, fastest Suns player to 3,000 points. You might hold that record for 2 more days, TC.
You're so kind. I always get so happy when tread marks are all over my head.
But it shows all of our fans how many records you did hold.
Like I did.
There's so many. Hey, more football. Right? From the touchdown pass to the interception, the free safety. Grayson Allen with the interception, making it to pay dirt.
And he's strong off the hole. Let's go, Grayson. The most athletic player in there. Or the salt. Yeah. Brooke Lopez. Not even sure who he plays like. I mean, you know what? There it is. Iceman. We got a little Iceman to it. Gordon. 14 from Fernandez. That was a beautiful shot. He shoots that thing easy. He is 50. Oh, man. Come on, son. Yes, sir. He doesn't have to put on the weight that you're looking for, but he does have to get the strength. But the strength is this is the strength. 3-pointers is the strength.
No, that's
For you, he's got 35. This one
like
Hit the shot 4 games I've seen. Here comes Durant again. Up high, down hard, Kevin Durant. And that is our final score, and 46 from Kevin Durant. T-Bubble, the player, Kevin Durant.
When 2 opposing forces meet, something has to give. When tectonic plates shift, the ground shakes. Battles for dominance. Adversaries. Serendipitous collisions, vicious reactions that you must see to believe. The world's leading minds have many names for these cosmic events. The National Basketball Association calls it Rivals Week. Do not miss it.
Tied up at 62 at the half between the Suns and the Hornets. Time for our Kia first half highlights. The Hornets were up 12 early. Suns were rebounded by 17 in Charlotte on Tuesday. Mark Williams has been a force inside.
Yes, he has, man. Suns are down 12 in the rebounding category already, mostly because of that. Moses Williams out there. It's just
It's getting a nickname.
And let me say this. He's way taller than 7 foot. He is tall.
He is. He is lengthy. He's got that wingspan too. Book was looking good. 5 of 10. Knocked down 2 threes. Double figures with 13. And always looking for Rook. His Rook.
Right in the corner. Rook looked good. He did a nice job out there.
Ooh, came off one leg.
Royce looked a little rusty.
Missed the last 6 games. The ankle injury.
What happened?
Suns 11 of 23 deep.
Best thing they're doing tonight.
Yeah. Again, a lot of the rebounding inside, Mark Williams, and then in the previous game, it was Nick Richards. So, I mean, Charlotte's got some big bodies, young bodies.
They really do. And the thing is, if our bigs aren't going to keep them off the glass, where's Sunil at 5? What's it going to hurt?
He was battling inside.
He was battling, but guess what? Mark Williams ain't coming out and going.
Hey, tap the brakes. Tap the brakes.
Mark Williams ain't coming out and going.
Here's the brake master. Look at that. He is the brake master.
Yeah,
Tap the brakes. I didn't mean to cut you off, Shelly.
Being in the NBA has always been a dream of mine, and actually being in training camps is just a great feeling. Walking to practice, George Mason's campus, pretty good exercise, you know, get your legs loose. I'm a rook, so I gotta get there early. Plus, I have to get shots up. It shows the other guys that I'm serious about it. Like, I'm take camp seriously, and I take my game seriously. It's good stuff. I really just have to stay humble and hungry and just always keep working. When they're making an investment in you, you have to be a business person about it. You have to be a man about it and be able to accept the responsibility that comes with being a number 2 pick.
He's ready hit 8 threes in a game. First half. He played like Allen. No look pass, braids, headband. All around good kid. Always been a good kid.
I love my brothers. They've been there for me since day one. They've always been there to just give me that bump and bruise that I need to be able to take in the game. It's really just transferred over throughout my life.
Gotta keep him grounded. He may be, but I can't let him take this next Kobe and next coming story. Gotta give him something.
Good hard day of practice. Real eat. Let's sleep.
I told him I get focused on the league and everything. Told me to step out the house. Yeah, we the man in the box. Yeah, they counted the different they never you right you know they move right in. Was one to get this money.
Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Take it to another level with Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you. APS, making every day brighter. Banner Health, official healthcare partner of the Phoenix Suns. Mountain America Credit Union, the exclusive home of the Suns car. And by FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Make every moment more.
Time. Sunday night matchup. Suns Hornets knotted at 62 apiece, along with our Emmy Award-winning director Bob Adlock, our Emmy Award-winning producer Brock Kraft. I got the smooth shooter, Eddie Johnson. I'm Kevin Ray. Well, you looked at that first half, Age, and you were kind of concerned the way Charlotte came out of the gates. A hot start, but the Suns did a nice job settling in. Big contribution to their bench.
Yeah. I mean, look, they came out like a team that was fresh. And they moved splendidly. They moved the ball around. They found the guy that they could do damage with, Mark Williams. And it made it tough on the Suns to give the Suns credit. They fought. They came back. They moved the ball around. They started to rebound better. And they got them a tie ball game. But unfortunately, as Amanda will report, things always jump up on us.
Yeah. Williams has been a handful, 22-13, as we get a look at our BMW coach chat with Amanda before this third quarter gets underway.
Coach, starting out the Hornets, 15 second chance points compared to the Sunset. I know Nurk is out, Plumlee is infallible, but how can you keep them off the glass in the second half coming up?
A great question. We should have you in the coaches' meetings. It feels like there's more than 5 Hornets on the floor at this time. Mark Williams did a great job in the first half, just pounding the offensive glass, scoring in the paint. We got to find a way to keep them out of there, keep them away from those easy points. And Mason, did get those first 2 early fouls, so we're going to have to play tougher and get our guards to come in and rebound a little bit.
We also just got word that Grayson Allen is out with left knee soreness. Who are you looking to see kind of with that?
Yeah, we're gonna have to get some shooting. I know Royce is just coming back from an injury. I don't think that we felt we'd lean on him this much in his first game back, but Grayson's devastating when Kevin's getting double teamed. Maybe Royce can step up and make a couple shots here in the second half for us.
So much, Coach.
Yeah, thank you, Brent. Thank you, Amanda. And yeah, it's just the hits just keep coming. KD on the baseline turnaround, can't get it done. Flying in, couldn't get a clean hand on it. Sets up a transition opportunity for Green and the Hornets to retake the lead.
They're done. Thought he was going to grab it, throw it right down, but just couldn't get a hold of it.
And you heard Brent Berry just say it's really going to be rebounding by committee. Everybody on the floor as Tyus with the baseline runner can't get it. Rebound number 14 yanked away by Williams. And Brent trying to be a little humorous, but I think we would agree it did feel like there were several different bodies as Williams turned himself in the air, got the contact on Durant, who will pick up the foul, and that is, yes, number 4 on Kevin Durant.
And to me, a lot of officials at times bail out a big guy that turns around and tries to do a 180. It's like they won't allow that. He shied away from the combustion. I fell on that foul. You can't have a malaise here. So you're missing the guy that was in the first half of Grayson. So you cannot allow the Hornets to rebuild the lead that you fought so hard to get back.
Charlotte led by a dozen, Stubbs led by 6. Phoenix has come up empty now. The first 2 trips down the floor. Here is Ball. He's got 13. 13 shot attempts, but he will get his FGAs on a nightly basis, as will this guy. Bridges got himself in early foul trouble with 3. He's got 7 now. And the lead quickly to 6. Durant pulls from distance. Snaps a 12-0 run going back to the end of the first half. Much needed triple from Durant. Here is Williams. Bounce pass. Miller responds with his own 3. Miller with a dozen now. 9 made threes for the Hornets. The Suns 12 of 25. Durant. That's going to be another foul on Ball. His third, and an and 1 opportunity coming up here for Kevin Durant.
Look, anybody can play in foul trouble to be KD, and he'll be careful. Just add to it. Be very careful.
I think we'd all raise our hand and say, yes, be very, very careful. The Suns without a challenge, having been unsuccessful with a first half challenge. So,
and this is where, skills come into play in regards to making sure you block out correctly, make sure you don't run over screens, all those things.
Yeah. Ball trying to shake Iguodala. Oso doing a tremendous job staying in front of Ball. We'll just step back and flip in the 3.
Nothing you can do with that. Play great D and shoot it from 26 feet.
And stepping back and doing it. Looking for the pocket pass, cut up there by Green. Finally gets it into the hands of Durant. Moving past the double. Taking the floater, Oso for the rebound, but knocked away.
Well, because he wasn't thinking about scoring. He was thinking about passing.
Williams on the turn. He'll be hammered and fouled.
A lot of times, some people might think it's unselfish. You get a rebound, you're right there. You're going to sit back out. No. Sometimes that accelerates the mindset. You got 2 feet in the paint, you also turn around and shoot a jump ball. Well, go up and try to dunk the ball.
If nothing else, a head fake.
Yes.
You can get that big man in foul trouble.
Yes.
You have aided your entire team's
Exactly. And so don't always think you have to pass it out if you're in the paint.
Get a message from our friends at Chad Roberts AC Heating and Plumbing.
Chaz Roberts AC and Plumbing, family owned
Williams obliges by missing the pair.
Almost like a golf game. You shoot 40 in the front, but your handicap is like about a 15. You're bound to shoot about a 55 in the back. Hope that's the case for Williams.
KD says, remember, just a reminder, you're not the only one that can hit those one-legged jumpers. Ball prefers to do his one-legged style behind the stripe. Green can't connect. He has really struggled with his three-point shot after a hot start of the season. But crossing over Miller. Swings it out. Jones. Touch pass. Book's got it. Driving on Miller. Pocket pass in traffic.
And he had no chance to catch that. Devin should have known better on that.
He was sealed off as Green making the pass. Too low for Bridges to handle. Turnover. Charlotte there, 8. Quick pass up the floor. And an easy running basket by Book. And that will get a timeout from Charlotte leading the Hornets. With Charlotte in front, 74-72.
If you know bees, you know
Hey, Sun fans, do you want to see yourself up on the video board tonight? Well, it's easy. All you got to do is get out your phone and scan that QR code right now. Ticket after live cam. Oh, look. There I am now. Hey, cameraman. Hey, everyone. I want to see the best fans in the NBA. It's your turn. So let's see you. Come on. We want to see those selfies. Come on. Scan that QR code. We want to see you. Suns fans, this is your chance to go live. Still time. All right, Suns fans, Ticketmaster is the official ticket marketplace of your Phoenix Suns. And your Suns IRL.
Live life confidently.
Look at ball. Right, look. Not moving. He's trying to shake you. Normally he'll move most people and be able to get the advantage. But Ryan and also, they have shown the ability to stay in front of guards. That is a huge asset.
Yeah, Paul takes those big side-to-side sweeping jumps. Oftentimes you'll see him, what appears to be a carry of the basketball, which aids him in the process. Donovan switch, Miller, the driving kick. Bridges, shot clock at 11. Connects on the 3. KD could not believe it. That was as well defended as you possibly could. Here's Durant, 17 points. Raised up behind the stripe. Can't connect on that one. Ball nearly lost that one out. Miller sees an opening. On the attack. Gunn just a step late on the block attempt. Lead back to 7.
Allowing your athleticism to have really making them block down easily. They get fluid movement instantly.
But again, they're jumping everything out on the perimeter.
So they know they got Williams behind. That's why. They're wanting you to drive against them.
Williams stepping out again, only one personal foul on Williams. He's got 24 points, 16 rebounds. Book into the paint, rattles it up and in. He thought he got clipped there. 17 for Booker. Ball trying to turn the corner, gets down the lane, leaves it short. Book racing in, got a hand on it, taps it to Jones. Runs in transition. KD on the drive, swings it out to Tyus. Ball trailing on the play.
A good thing he knew ball was behind him.
Dunn gets the three-point look, no. Tapped out, last touch by Williams. So Sun with a reset on the shot clock to 14 as Bradley Beal checks in. Brad had the hot hand in that first half, 14 points in 16 minutes, and he'll need to, in some ways, carry the weight of two with no Grayson Allen coming back in.
Yeah. Well, look, the Suns have enough for guys to step up and get it done without Grayson. Grayson did his job in that first half. Let's hope some guys can make up for him.
Cody Martin checking into the game. On with Nick Richards. Bosto got it with a handoff to Booker. Gets to the elbow.
Bosto just playing smart ball. He understands.
Yep.
Be patient and calm and get the ball back to your score.
Royce O'Neal makes his way to the scorer's table. Good to see double zero back after a 6-game absence. Miller gets a clean look, won't get it. Richards snaps it away the rebound. Out the ball.
How many times? It's like clockwork. You give an NBA team, I don't care how bad or good they are, 2 chances.
21 second chance points. Bucks. Martin, a little overly aggressive there. The shot attempt that will put Book at the free throw line.
And Martin says he got it.
So does Charles Lee. Fifth year head coach for the Hornets.
Yeah, but see, a game from now when Martin says I didn't, and Charles Lee won't even hesitate.
Right. It's the second and third free throw attempts of the night for Book. As we remind you, give Buzz RX a shot. Save up to 80% on your prescriptions. Find discounts at buzzrx.com/buzz.
We need a Royce sight in here now. He had one half to get himself warm. He's going to be the one now getting these shots. So he has to be ready. Because all he needs to do is make one.
Royce averaging career highs in points per game, 3-point shooting percentage, shooting 44% from beyond the arc. Attempted 3 so far tonight. Ball getting past the defender, able to sneak it up and in. Charles Lee out there playing defense from his coach's post. O'Neal back to Beal. Red needs an opening. Martin got a hand on it. 6 on the shot clock. Grant triggering the inbound. Book splits the 2 defenders, comes in with a little running right-hand hook, but couldn't quite get it over. Left it a little bit short. Here comes Ball, who's got 21. Richards trying to get post position. Bridges, cut off, step back 3. My goodness. 28% three-point shooter. He's 3 of 4 tonight. Dunn with a jump stop. Boy, he had the jumper on Richards if he wanted it. KD will take it instead.
The thing is, if you're not comfortable, don't do it, right? But I want you to get to the point where you're always comfortable.
Martin on the drive. It's right into the chest of Royce O'Neal, who will pick up the personal, and that will put Cody Martin at the line. Second personal on Royce.
Right here. Royce came over help. So he'll continue to go to a strong hand. It make them change direction.
Durant 10 of his 19 have come here in the third. Booker 8 of his 21. The problem is, Eage, right now they have done the only scoring for the Suns.
Yeah, that's it. It's Grayson out. 13. You had to make that up.
Brad start cooking again here. 4:37 to go in the third quarter. Suns down by 9. Both taking a peek inside. Pass deflected by Martin. Back to Booker. Eyes his shot clock. Gives a screen. Raising out. Back to Oso. Back and forth they go. Oh, great ball movement. Great patience. As Oso reset Booker just the crease he needed.
Well, great recognition by Oso to know he had to do it.
Ball and Booker colliding as Ball trying to get through the screen along with Booker attached to it. Ball with a pass inside Richards. Jammed up, thrown away by the. Well, you'd love to see Ball pick up his fourth. Two pass, Book, touch pass, Beal. Corner look, O'Neal. Charles Lee saying, slow it down a little bit here. Ball whips it back to Bridges. Out to Martin. That one is flat, short, long rebound.
Royce is strong rebounds that have led to stuff like this.
Richards on the follow.
Just can't do it. I mean, Royce is a veteran. He has to know that, man. He just can't do it.
Time out on the floor.
Brought to you by EOS Fitness and Studio B Smiles, official cosmetic dentist of your Phoenix Suns. Please help me welcome to the court your Suns dancer. Let's give it up one more time for the champion.
91-83, Hornets leading the Suns. 3:13 to go here in the third quarter. The Suns 13 of 29 from three. They made 7 of those 13 in the first half. Anytime they do that, you can head to an Arizona Carl Jr. tomorrow to get a free single Western bacon cheeseburger for the purchase of a large size fountain drink. Order ahead the Carl's app using the promo code SUNS956. Identical shooting numbers. Charlotte getting up a few more than Phoenix.
Yeah, but that right there, at one point, it was helping the Suns because that's kept them in the game. But again, they're getting the advantage again, second chance point, and that's a major issue
23-9 in second chance points. At 23 points allowed, a Suns opponent high. Here is Book. He's got 24. He and Durant have done all the heavy lifting here in the third quarter.
This is slow developing right here.
Beal gives it back to Booker. Raising up the rainbow connection. 27 for Book. He had 39 in the loss on Tuesday. 34 last night. Miller trying to get back to that right hand with the drive inside. A whistle and a foul. That'll be charged on Oso.
Well, what they're doing is they're attacking Devin, but they're forcing him to have to switch. Right there, Devin with the three. And then Richard, he's just rolling right to the middle of the paint. Well, the driver is then using Richard again in regards to driving. And so Oso has to make sure he doesn't allow the drive. I mean, I know he's worried about the three, but they're getting deep position on that particular play.
They have controlled the glass tonight. Now rebounding Phoenix 37-22. Yusuf Nurkic's not available tonight due to illness, as Nick Smith Jr. will be whistled for the personal foul. And Mason Plumlee played just 7 minutes, but picked up 2 fouls, has yet to return here in this third quarter.
Yeah, but he's got to be over there watching. He's going to come back in. Williams going to be back on the floor. He just has to commit to just not allowing this guy to get a lot of rebounds.
Beal takes the handoff, goes into that little crab dribble, drops it up inside to Oso. Touch pass Booker. Beal, quick trigger. Rebound Miller racing up the floor. Goes into a full Euro, finds Smith Jr. behind the strike, who rattles it in. Now he's another 40% three-point shooter, led all rookies last season in three-point shooting percentage at 43%. Nice ball fake by Royce on the drive inside, giving the and one.
That might help him. That might help him. Also held his guy off. And that's not an offensive foul there. As long as you've already established that position, you can stay there. And maybe, hopefully, this will be the opening for Royce O'Neal. Right there. He already has his position, so he's not doing anything wrong. They could have called a foul they could have sent Oso to the line,
right,
in that regard. So
Royce gets his first points of the night, and as you said, maybe open up the scoring window for him. No Grayson Allen, who had 13 in the first half. 3 attempt by Miller, no. Hornets 6 of 11 for 3 here in the third quarter. Book, dribble hesitation. Gets into Mijicic, no foul. Beal waiting for the screen, looks for the roller. But a whistle and a foul. The Suns catch a break there.
Well, he grabbed him. I mean, if that official blew that one, then I was going to jump over both scores tape. Yeah. Out there.
Man, I wish he wouldn't have blown that whistle.
And get kicked out.
Being carted out? Weren't you the one talking about your bad breaks?
Yeah, that is true. I am a little tight right now.
I don't think you'd be
Not
kicked
the
out.
sleeve either.
You'd be Roger Stancio, the Suns trainer, would be over here. We'd have the officials time out. You'd be getting carted out with a thumbs up sign saying, I'm good. Got some substitution questions, I believe, going on.
I hate when they have a delay and a guy's at the line. I think that helps the defense.
Well, it certainly wouldn't seem to help the shooter, as it's time to nominate your women-owned business for the 24-25 Entrepreneur Award presented by First Bank. One lucky business will receive $5,000 plus promotional recognition across Sun social media and more. Learn more at suns.com/empowerment today.
So they're saying that Brad was not the one that got fired.
Well, you appreciate the fact the Suns trying to pull the okey doke.
Well, he shot the free throw, so you can't take it away. That's the official's fault. You can't take it away after you make the mistake.
Put that one in the suggestion box. Here's the grab by Miocic. Also mentioned the pair. Dunn nearly had it tapped out to his teammates, but and then a travel. The Suns catch a break.
All said and done, still get an opportunity. Would be funny if Brad got fouled and he goes to the line.
Final 96 seconds of the third quarter. Miocic fighting over the Plumlee screen. Booker gets it, steps in, 18-footer. Just a little too strong. Dunn in traffic, gets the rebound. Inside, Plumlee. Left it short, block. Kicks it out to Dunn. Squares, fires. Down.
Only in the NBA you see stuff like that. A point, two missed free throws, a point blank missed layup, and he knocks the three down. Alfred Hitchcock would love that story. For those who don't know who he is, he's one of the best directors ever.
Brandon Miller on the drive and dish. Inside, blocked away by Plumlee. Dunn in transition. Right to the crossover. The spin. Finds Jones. Beal trails on the play. Brad, leader in the lane, will get the whistle and the foul.
There we go. So it's all said and done. Suns picked up 2 points, and then Brad goes to the line. That's a good block there by Plum.
The former
we need
Hornet
more.
himself.
We need more. Right.
Mace playing 129 games in a Hornets uniform, 21 to 2023. First points of this second half for Brad. 15 now for the game. One of two on that trip. It's Tijon Salon, the 19-year-old French rookie. The floor here with the final 36 seconds. On the Nick Smith Jr., Brandon Miller, Nick Richards, and Vasa Miocic. Smith Jr. on the drive. Partially deflected, it looked like by Dunn. Got a piece of it. Suns should burn most of the time on the clock here. About a 2-second differential between shot and game clock.
You want to burn as much as you can, but you want to get into your play right now.
Beal turns the corner on the drive inside. Can't get the roll. Tapped away off the iron. Miller racing over the floor. Smith Jr.
Wow. That hurts.
My goodness, a tough one. So close to the bucket. It turns in for two for Charlotte. And we have completed three here in downtown Phoenix. Hornets in front by 5, 98-93. You're watching Phoenix Suns basketball. Arizona's Family Sports.
All right, Suns fans, it's time to turn those lights out. Light up the desert. So I need all those phone lights up. Let's go. Put them up, put them up. Everybody in the building, let's put those phone lights up. Come on. Where you at? Where you at? Here we go. Count it down. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Beal leads out to the serving you since 42.
Yeah, look, the ball movement that they're going to need here in the fourth quarter. It wasn't fluid, but good. Also understanding clock. That's the key part right there, his maturation. As a rookie to veteran status, recognizing that you had enough time to still hand the ball off to your shooter.
Now the third quarter scoring there. Plumlee gets the steal. Mace racing up the floor. Mace is throwing up the guard skills.
I think Mason loves the perimeter more in regards to making a move than he does flat-footed in the paint. And that was fluid right there.
That was extremely fluid. First point of the night. Makes it a three-point game. Here's Salon, the 19-year-old, turns it over. Stuns in transition. Green racing from behind. Got to the loose ball, but unable to control.
Green showing that 40 speed.
Yeah, he's got himself a gear.
He ran down time. But look at him. He is very good at handling the ball and doing stuff like that. I've seen him dribble behind his back. So that part he really loves.
Durant with a 19-year-old chasing it. Lines it up for three. And Smith Jr. grabbing the rebound. Been the story of the night. 42 rebounds to 28 for Phoenix. Here is Ball. He's got 71. Yeah, he was ready to fire.
He'll shoot it now.
Ball on the drive. He was looking for the whistle, won't get it. The pass up the floor to KD. Same spot. Almost identical results. Green. The Salon. Smith Jr. has been the beast in the paint. 24 points, 16 rebounds. The track the loose ball down. Oh, the lane. Here is Smith. Drops it off. Williams wasn't ready for it. They turned it over. Go to the drive. Keeps coming. Collision. Be a blocking foul on the 19-year-old Frenchman, Dijon Salon.
There's two shots, man.
Team win streak is in 2 months. And it's ultra important not only for that, to get another home win, but you've got a 5-game road trip.
They did.
I meant 25 minutes.
Booker with the Suns at 27. Going with 7 assists. Pass inside to Plumlee. Runs over Richards. Green tracks down the loose ball. And the Suns, too many empty possessions over the last 4 or 5. Ball on a driving kick out to Bridges. Leans in on Dunn. Pass up the floor now to KD. On the floater in the lane. Ball. It's a wide open look. He's 5 of 15 now on the night. He leads the league in 3-point shot attempts at just over 13. Bridges may have got a piece of that. Back tap by Plumlee. Reload, Vita, no. Rebound, Green.
There was no one in there in purple jersey trying for that long back. This is the opportunity to get back in a game. Somebody has to be in there seeing they can get that off rebound.
Ball gets to that left hand. 5 on a shot clock. Rolling the drive. Has it jarred free. Before the Durant. KD with a euro. Run to the rim. Timeout Sterling. 5-point game.
Sons of labor. Right there. Good defensive effort to strip. The good pass by Ryan Dunn to get KD on the run. Suns trail by 5.
All-Star fantastic. He has skill challenge. Much more. The countdown to NBA All-Star Weekend starts. Now here's Weezy.
That's right, some fans picking up the All-Stars. We want to make sure you look prep right. Because what? We got some t-shirts for you right now. Let's go. Stand up right now. We got some All-Star 2027 t-shirts. So you can look right. This is how we do Phoenix. Stand up and make some noise. 2027, baby. All-Stars right here. Let's go. Get up, get up. I feel. Some fans, make some noise. That's right, that's right. Come on.
106-101. Charlotte in front of Phoenix. 5:49 to go here in the fourth quarter. And the Suns playing this getaway game before they embark on a season-long road trip. 5 games starting in Atlanta, followed by a stop in the nation's capital, Detroit Rock City, and then Cleveland, and then on to Brooklyn.
I don't understand why we just couldn't go from D.C. to New York to Detroit to Cleveland and we go home. Well, I don't understand.
Did you put that in the suggestion box?
Bridges
Can't challenge it.
could be number 5 on Durant.
That's why, as a player, in the first half, when you're so exuberant to want a challenge, you have to know definitively that you'll win. You know, because I would rather have it in the fourth quarter than have it in the first quarter. You know, when you got so much time left. Unless it's a foul, unless it's foul trouble or anything like that. But a turnover or things of that nature early in the game, just don't, you know, rather just hold on to it.
Yeah, I would agree, especially when you consider how many NBA games come down to the last 5 or 6 minutes of a game.
Man, Rich is like playing a zone, like he's a cop. Like he was there in that lane at least 5 seconds, and it took them that long to call it.
28 tonight for Booker. They're going to get 9 30-point games on the season.
Got a feeling the Suns can just get this thing leveled up. That it'll be to their advantage. The hard part is just getting it there.
Yeah, that's been the struggle this half. Swing pass, Beal. O'Neal gets the look. First 3-point hit, and it comes just not a moment too soon.
All year he's been timely.
Yeah,
at that.
Career high 3-point percentage. Bridges can't get it. Booker's got it.
You just need a rhythm. You don't need to have to shoot a 3 here to tie the game.
Booker with Richards extended the defense on him. Miller working up the floor here for the Hornets. He's got 16. Richards calling for it. A little quieter tonight than he was on Tuesday night. Ball on the drive. Sneaks his way all the way down the lane. 25 for LaMelo Ball.
And they're getting layups. We're having to take threes to try to tie the game. I would say 4 minutes and 21 seconds. Plenty of possessions here. Play basketball. Take what you can get.
Yeah, Charlotte only 1 team foul. KD sees it open and drops it off inside to Oso. Who brings the Bulls.
That's how you have to go strong. So, stick them fingers up there. Think twice about it.
Inside, Miller squeeze to the baseline. Book doesn't realize yet. He's forgotten that they don't have a challenge
unless you can buy. Okay. That will make a player buy it.
Goodness, that was absolutely obvious. Off the leg of Brandon Miller. Now, Charlotte has called a timeout. There's 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Off his knee. I mean, really.
And the official is 2 feet away.
That's amazing. First of all, if he hits the ball down and then it changes direction and goes out, what did he think it hit? Like, normally the ball would go maybe off his foot or to go in play. You know, that's us being logical, but we're not out there making calls, so I get it.
Okay.
I mean, I get it. But still,
it's certainly, it goes back to your point about valuing those challenges. And if you're going to use them in the first half, you have to be so completely certain. And you get into a game like this, a 3-point game, and that one extra possession, we've seen how much they're able to score second chance points here tonight. To the tune of 25
23. All right, and look, every game a team is going to get a break. They just got their break. Those officials peeked up at that replay. Okay, they did that. I don't know how you can't peek up at the replay and say, oh, it was our mistake. No. Watch this out of bounds play. Mark Williams.
Ball triggers the inbound, gets it out to Miller. Miller behind the back. Drives inside.
Jump ball.
Jump ball.
Royce got right on top of that. He didn't allow him to extend his arms on that one. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Suns need to line up well where they can't catch the ball and shoot. Now, you know Ball can do that. But you got to line up next to him. Now, right now, Ball is standing by himself, which I don't like.
Yeah.
I mean, so
especially considering he loves that step back three.
Yes.
From that
Unless
vicinity.
you're thinking Royce can win the jump. Oh, and he did.
Hooker steals it. That's a great tip from O'Neal. Gets it tied with a three. Pocket pass inside.
Wow.
Boy, and that's the kind of role we were talking about in the first half to get Williams in foul trouble. That is his second foul.
And that's why you want to finish strong. You know, if he's going to block it, he blocks it. You got to go up with bad intentions. You can't go up soft. So yeah, how big he is, though. He didn't get ball. He got arm. Also just couldn't turn it over.
Good stroke from the young fella.
Well, this is a new game now. No, this is a one-possession game. The team that plays defense and takes care of the ball is going to win the game. That's how you look at it. So right now, have worked their way back, but defensively, communication and rebounding the basketball.
Here is LaMelo Ball, 25 and 10.
He just travels. Thank you.
Another Charlotte turnover, their 16th.
Does a lot to get away with it. But he jumped and came back down on his left foot. It was pretty obvious.
Good defense there for Beal. You see the turnover story on the night. Durant posted up. Bridges playing with 3 fouls. Back and forth. Beal to Durant. Miller hedging on a double team. KD squares up. Hits it. Back in front. 10-2 run. Will do it.
Watch Ball. He loves the theatrics. Make him have to put the ball down and go inside that
56.
Three. Suns with a rebound.
Okay.
Durant working on Bridges again. Williams coming to help. KD across the lane, gets to the elbow, spins out. Halfway down, Ball racing up the front court. Gets to the left hand. Inside Williams. Loose ball. Who's got it? Charlotte. Out to Miller. Miller, quick release. Wow. Again, those loose ball rebounds. Just killers. Look, also, whoa!
That's great recognition, man. It truly is. And he waited just a half a second so also wouldn't have to dribble. You just catch it and go right up and shoot it.
Neal trying to stay attached to Miller. Now switches out on ball. Flanks up the screen. Tap from behind. Oh, wow. They're calling a foul on O'Neal. And another one, it looked like it was all ball.
All ball. This right here is a prime example. Again, we've been talking about it ad nauseum here, but this is a prime example of why you got to make sure you hold on to that challenge. I am telling you, because look at that.
Miller trying to come off the screen. Ball looking for space to operate on the drive.
Steve.
Doesn't transition.
There. Wow.
Racing up the floor, foul by Martin.
It was a good foul by Martin. And that was numbers there. And that was an opportunity. And it was a very good foul. Watch the hesitation. Just enough to give him the angle and freeze the weak side defender. Going to KD, but you got to make sure you don't throw the ball away, force feeding.
Backing down inside.
Also, first slam.
Make them shoot twos here.
Ball nearly lost the handle again. Driving baseline. Goes all the way back around.
Stay up on your man. Make him shoot twos.
Miller. Beal cuts him off. Miller on the drive. Inside.
No.
Gathered in
Booker. Rebound. 1 minute remaining.
Their feet here at footprint.
No rush here. Obviously, they know he's going to Kevin. Make sure you get the right angle, and Kevin has to watch for the double team.
7 on the shot clock. Booker. Beal. Corner look.
O'Neal.
Welcome back. 0-0.
Grayson Allen's in the locker room smiling. Or is he over there on the bench? Because he knew that he had it going. That would have been his shot. Here for your teammate. Royce hadn't had much of a great night in shooting it, but he hit a couple of huge big ones here in the second half. And that was huge.
Nice play.
To the delight of his rookie teammate Ryan Dunn. 17-5 scoring run. As we get to the Make You Smile moment, brought to you by Studio B Smiles.
The rookie is growing up right before our very eyes. Look, understanding what he needs to do. One, pick and roll and go strong. Now, make yourself available. Don't hide. Gave KD a vision to get it to him. He was up and in the rim in a hurry.
But, we saw that from him back in training camp and the preseason games. His recognition of spacing and where to place his body, the handoff we've seen a couple times tonight, the screening, just great court awareness.
Yeah, and people might look at this and they'll say, oh, you beat Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte's a very good young team. But it's not even about Charlotte. The Suns can win this game. It's about them. And being able to close out a game and not make a turnover and not get a rebound. The Suns have done everything that they're supposed to do. You'd like to see them do in the first half. They've done it here in the last 4 minutes of this game, defensively and executing offensively.
But this was far from over. 5-point game, 40.7 left.
No, you don't want ball to get no great looks.
Both teams with 3-team fouls. Martin inbounds to Smith Jr. Trying to shake past Booker. Spins inside.
No.
Get the roll.
Get.
Tap control by the Suns. Across the floor down to Booker. Book racing up. O'Neal. Quick trigger. No. But a whistle and a foul comes beforehand.
Well, maybe he knew that.
Clearly he knew that.
Because I was getting ready to go ballistic. Okay. He heard the whistle, but we didn't.
It was down there on the Charlotte bench. You and I made the same move in our seat at the exact same time.
It's a heck of a run right here. This is what you want from this team.
28.2
They're more than capable of doing it against anyone. You got to do it on the other end first. And Suns are going to have to give themselves credit for winning this game by what they did on the defensive end.
Finish this out. Beal.
Oh, still.
He'll just walk it up into the front court, waiting for ball to foul. He won't, though. And the Suns
Skip.
put together maybe their best 5 9-minute stretch of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they did.
All season long.
And
Nice
they played it
win,
splendidly. They went to their go-to guys. They went to KD. He made buckets. They went to Devin. Even when he didn't make the bucket, he made the right pass. I mean, that's how you win basketball games. But most importantly, K-Ray, everybody did it on the defensive end. Everyone made a big play defensively down the stretch to win the game.
19-5 run in the last 5:28 to secure it. And we were talking early on. It's the first 3-game win streak in over 2 months. It gets you back to 500 as you embark on the 5-game road.
They needed it. I mean, just to go on this trip with the confidence now of, as we always would say, it's the getaway game. And they took care of the getaway game tonight.
Swinging over to Amanda, standing by with a very happy Kevin Durant.
Katie, you guys were talking. Started the second half without an out. As you guys get it done tonight, especially down the stretch like you did.
I mean, we got killed on the boards first half. That's just the name of the game for us. They destroyed us. I think they were up like 35-12 on the rebounds at one point. You know, they get offensive rebounds, kicking out for threes, get extra possessions. It was tough to get over that hump, but we did in that fourth. We got stops, we got rebounds. We was able to get on run. So also it was huge for us, finishing that quarter, finishing the second half. We got to build on this.
So Neil also made his return tonight. Took him a little while to get going, but how did you see him kind of catch his rhythm at the right time?
I mean, he's been out for a couple weeks, and you know, you're anxious to play again, and sometimes that anxiety gets to you a little bit, and start rushing. And I felt like all his shots look good, but he's just so excited, and he calmed down that last shot in the fourth. And he always make huge plays, man. When we throwing the ball, I kind of felt like he was gonna make that one.
Consecutive wins now for this Suns group. How important was it to take care of here at home before you head out on your longest road trip of the season?
It's huge, especially playing against this young athletic team who we wanted to beat after they beat us over in Charlotte on the second night of a back-to-back. So we wanted to see how he was on the second night and try to finish it off, and it was a good win for us.
Thanks, Kev.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Indeed it was. That 36-year-old, his 15th straight of 20-plus as they finish with a 27. Devin Booker with his 10th 30-point game of the season, 8 assists, and the bench. Bradley Beal with a big first half. Royce O'Neal, big hits late. And Oso Iguodala, along with Ryan Dunn, the rookies, providing the boost. Suns won it 120-113. The next Sun game Tuesday, the Suns hit the road for a 5-game roadie, starting in Atlanta with a matchup against Trae Young, the Hawks. Suns game time, beginning our coverage on Arizona's Family Sports